dirty
I like
or a
it
lot?
And dirty.
Hang on, a lot dirty.
Oh, even more dirt. These are good, aren't they?
They are.
These are the new Rabid Dog Relic. What have you called these ones?
So these
GYH 216 476 12
These Gretsch Electromatics are Rabid Dog Relics. Versions of the first time here at, in our workshop at Leadbetter Guitar Co, Nepean Music Centre, we've ever done these Rabid Dog Relics to hollow body guitars, or in this case, semi-hollow body guitars.
What a fine job you've done. So it began life as a G5622T.
Gretsch Electromatic, that's correct. Yeah, so that came to us as a brand spanking new guitar.
Yeah.
We proceeded to remove all the poly that we could by hand sanding. Prick of a job. But
Yeah.
it's just a part of the process. But we take as much of that...
Labour of love.
The labour of love. We take as much of that poly off as we can. Once we're back to the colour coat, we do our relic job. Bit of aging that you can see around the edges here, a few little nicks and knacks.
And is that a nitro finish on it, or is it a lacquer
It's
finish?
not,
What do you call
no,
it?
it is an acrylic that we use as the finish, but it's a custom formula we've had made. And it's essentially a clear, a very, very thin clear that has a yellow tint in it.
Gives it that aged
That
look.
gives it the aged look. So,
And importantly, when people say acrylic, they often think of really thick, which is not that.
which is
We're
not what
we're
it is.
doing
This
that.
is a
No, it's
very,
light.
very thin.
Yeah.
It's actually the thinnest paint we've been able to find, and that's very much intentional. It's also a matte finish, which is very intentional.
Like a flash coat almost. isn't it?
Yeah, and the whole idea is obviously we're making this guitar look like an old one, but we know very well that the paint we have on this guitar will essentially wear away in all the right spots reasonably quickly compared to, say, the poly that would have come on it as
which
a
will
brand
never
new
wear
guitar,
away.
which would never wear away. Yeah, so that's going to age beautifully in the next few years.
Well, it already looks pretty good now, I reckon.
So do
The
I.
bones of these have always been great.
Yeah, they're well-made guitars.
There's opportunity to make them a lot better.
So
And it
you-
breeds now with the paint.
That's
You
exactly
pulled
right.
out the electronics.
Yeah, so there's this thing with old Gretsch guitars that a lot of you guys watching will be familiar with, where they have a lot of unusual electronics. In this case, I believe it's a volume for both pickups, an overall tone control, and then the master volume up the front, but with a standard three-way toggle. We've just gutted it of all of that, and we've just used incredibly heavy-duty wire and really good quality switches and pots. Pickups go direct to switch, straight from switch to master volume, out through the switchcraft jack, into your amplifier.
Good, straight signal path.
That's right.
Connection. You feel the guitar.
Which brings us to pickups.
Yeah, let's talk about these pickups.
Yeah, so in these Rabid Dog Relics we've done in the past, we've used a variety of different pickups in these things. This has been our first experience with MadLove pickups out of Brunswick here in Melbourne, Australia. They hooked us up and we were able to put them in these guitars, and we've been stoked. They really are fantastic.
I have to say, unless we've been in the dark there, this guy is criminally unknown. And they're brilliant. They're brilliant pickups.
But he does a really good job, and I would say at least with these F-Trons that we've used in these models, they very much just like a slightly hotter, overwound version of a traditional Filtertron. So you could probably place them happily next to something like a TV Jones, and they very much hold their own.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't want TV Jones if they're that good.
I bloody love them.
Yeah.
I think they're great.
And being Australian made too, and at the price they're at, which you can check on the MadLove website, which looks a bit
Actually,
like
that's worth pointing out. He has a whole range of pickups. That
whole
are
range that you
priced
should check out. Yeah.
Just because we're in Australia, they're priced really well.
That's exactly right. They really are for a hand.
Wide ranges too. Hard to find.
So these are gone. You've gone direct pickups to the master
switch.
tone to this, and we've got a really heavy duty switchcraft.
Switchcraft jacks.
there.
We won't use anything else.
And the Leadbetter.
There's the Leadbetter nameplate.
Leadbetter
There.
nameplate. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool, man. Keep it simple and
they-
just go high quality.
Are these online now?
Yeah, these are actually already available for sale. There's 3 different versions that we have here today. Do you want to have a look?
But wait,
through
there's
them?
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Show us, Joel.
let's have a look at the White Falcon inspired 5622.
I can't afford a White Falcon.
Yeah, a lot of
And
people
I
can't.
play this and I'm
can't
like,
afford
why
one.
would I be bothered affording? Hang on, how do you English that? would I?
Should I take from what you're trying to say that this would give you what you need?
There we go. Yep, that'll do.
Yeah. So this started life as a G5, I want to say 422. Have I got that right?
5422T.
Yeah, 5422TG for gold hardware.
Oh.
We, again, same process. Stripped
Can't
it, relicked it. Obviously, our yellow acrylic custom finish here is a lot more evident because it was on white. So we've got that beautiful kind of nicotine stained finish.
You love that. You've done well on the back there
you
as well.
would expect on an old guitar.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, yeah. I mean, it's aimed around natural wear and how
Finished
it
in
would
winning
feel.
blue.
In winning blue. Same deal with pickups. Now, obviously, the difference here being this particular model is a hollow body as opposed to a semi-hollow like the 5622 Brett.
Oh, this is fully hollow, isn't it?
fully hollow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it brought up some different challenges with the way we mount the pickups and
Play me
stuff.
some hollow music, Joel.
But
Oh, good. That was a middle sound, yeah. I didn't even know. I feel lost without a pick. Got that honey tone. Hey, honey
Every
tone,
time.
honey something.
That woke it up.
Why would you not?
why would you not?
Yeah.
That's obviously a pretty high gain sound. And knowing that, you know, these guitars are likely going to go to people who, you know, may well use that type of tone.
But they can do all sorts of things
They
with a guitar
can.
like
We've
that.
made sure to mount the pickups on our internal braces that we put in, aluminium braces that we put in, with surgical rubber instead of springs, just to allow for that separation.
Ah, cool.
To make sure we're not getting any harmonic overtones and stuff with high gain. So
Yep.
hard to get that out of a hollow guitar, but there are ways.
And on the clean with the neck, you've still got that.
Oh, you saucy bastard.
Lovely. It's a lovely guitar. Lovely? It's a lovely guitar.
It's a lovely guitar.
That'll sell it.
It is.
Lovely.
Well, you know what's not a lovely guitar? Frankenstein.
Frankenstein!
Yeah, this one's a bit different.
You told me about this before. It's got a Lawler Imperial in the back,
It does.
right?
So we moved away from Gretsch altogether here, and we just took essentially what is a Gretsch, vehicle to build a whole new beast out of.
Right.
So first thing we did was this shortcut, customized version of a Maestro trem on the back, like an old Gibson Angus style SG or something.
So a Lawler Imperial and an SH2S.
Yeah, so Lola Imperial in the back, SH2 Seymour Duncan in the Jazz.
Yeah.
It also has those custom chromed.
Oh, thanks.
What do I want to say? I wanted to say bezels, but
Surrounds.
I guess they're surrounds. Yeah.
Surrounds, yeah.
With the trem,
Yep.
and yeah, obviously again removed all the electronics.
Electronics gone.
We're back to switch, master volume, switch.
500k pot, is it? Or 250?
500k pot in these guitars.
Nothing wrong with that.
You've got to love those.
That's not even my
pickups.
game.
Love it.
I'll take two.
There you go. Brett will take two.
That's great.
They're good fun, eh?
Yeah, it's light too.
So this project of these Rabid Dog Relic guitars, which is something that Joel and I started doing in between the process of building our own guitars, which often look a bit like this.
The mighty Peacekeeper.
Peacekeeper. Started as, literally that, just something we could do in between the manufacturing runs of this.
Yes.
And it's really taken on a life of its own.
Yep. Well, you had the Tokai run too.
Yeah, there's been Tokais, there's been Eastmans. Yep. There has already been quite a few solid body Gretches. This is the first time we've done any hollow or semi-hollow.
Yep.
So we intend to just keep rolling with this while there's demand.
Why wouldn't you?
And yeah, check them out on the website now at Leadbetter Guitar Co.
There's only one of each, so they're kind of exclusive and,
there are, and
really limited edition.
I still have a couple of others to come as well. Yep. But these three that you're looking at here are one-offs.
But I mean, they're all bespoke and...
That's exactly what they are.
There's a floral version of this guy too coming.
So back to the Leadbetters.
Yeah,
we got the prototype on hand.
We don't actually, no.
Okay.
We have a few builds underway at the moment between the Dopamine pedal, the floral version, and the which we call the Gravedigger, and the original version of our guitar, the Peacekeeper that Joel's holding here. We're planning another run of them for mid-year as well. Mm-hmm. So they're all on the go. There's going to be some guitars. The Gravedigger is a very interesting one. So we'll put up some pictures on the screen right now because I don't have the guitar here to show you.
There's a clue in that title with its...
Yeah, so that guitar just cosmetically definitely has a bit of an inspiration behind it. But Google it. You'll figure it out for yourself. Yeah. But it's essentially a Peacekeeper body. And it's a very good-looking guitar, as you can see in the pictures on your screen right now. And it's definitely had a lot of interest since we released the pre-order. We already have a few orders in place there, but we're going to leave it open for about another month, and hopefully by the end of April, coming into May, those guitars will be ready and going out to the people who have ordered them. So that's an interesting one. TV Jones pickups. One thing I do want to point out about this guitar, which I haven't written on the website when you're reading about it, is that the model you're seeing on your screen right now does have the Jazzmaster style trem. I'm a fan. I like the extra string length. It's why I did the extra string length on Frankenstein over here with the old Maestro trem. I do like what that does to guitars and how they feel and sound.
Everybody knows it. It's nothing new. There's a sound to Jazzmaster bridges. And
there is.
If you love it, it's the best.
However, with the Gravedigger in mind, I have had a couple of emails from people asking if they can get it without the Jazzmaster trem. And the answer is yes, you can. You actually have your choice.
What?
All they need to do is email us. They have their choice of getting the Jazzmaster trem, getting our custom brass blocked wheeler tone anchor that we do on the Peacekeeper model, or there's no reason at all we couldn't actually just do a Gibson style ABR bridge and tail piece. So you could really take your pick on those. It wouldn't change the cost either way. So if you are considering something like that, get in touch because we will be able to accommodate with that build run. Yeah, that's an exciting one.
Very exciting.
Other than that, the other thing we've had a lot of interest in at Leadbetter Guitar Co. since they were released about a year ago.
The Dopamine.
I'm going to pick this up. And
the naughtiest fuzz in all of...
yeah, you could call it...
In all of Ninchdom.
Yeah, the Dopamine dual stage fuzz, this thing here. We're going to plug it in and have another listen just to remind you all how it sounds, because we currently have another 20 of these in production. And they're still a couple of months off, but pre-orders are open on the website now. So we just thought we might have another listen.
Snaffling one too. They're such good fun. On the phone.
All right, so the Dopamine, couple of things going on here. 2 stages in this pedal. Blue is what we call anti-D, and that's what you just heard Joel playing. Essentially, it's a honky, old school fuzz. It's
and just on that before you continue on, that is the setting. I actually love it in its very standard stage because it's not the fuzz pedal that you step on in a band mix and it vanishes.
No, it's definitely not.
It's the one that
it's got a bit of 800.
Yeah, it definitely does, and that was very intentional. It's something we aimed for because that's been something that I guess was something you've had issues with. Particularly
I have owned so many fuzzes over the years, and I'm always looking for the ones that allow you to actually be heard in the mix.
Yeah, well,
especially if it's a complex sort of mid-heavy mix as well.
Yeah, that's it. Well, this is it. However, there is another stage, and when we click over, so you want to play on Blue, Joel, and then I'll...
Yeah.
listen to that same riff on blue just so we can hear the difference there.
Oh yeah. It might be. I mean, are you sure? Is it?
Yeah, keep it.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually,
That's better. All right. So, Joel's retired to look after being a dad. Doesn't like it?
oh no, he got himself stuck in his bike.
Uh-oh.
It genuinely makes me laugh because it's kind of absurd and I love it.
It's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's kind of mixing tone bender with treble booster and a bit of big muff in there as well when you bring in that second stage, because
Yeah, that's
suddenly
right.
the bottom end really expands.
Yeah.
But in the blue mode, which we call anti-D, right?
Yep, that's correct.
It's like a tone bender, but it's got a really good mid-range push. I'm not sure where that frequency is, but I bet it cuts through like
It's a bit of a honk, but it's very intentional. Yeah, it's all
Get
very
your-
considered. It's a fun pedal.
Get your orders in. Leadbetter Guitars.
Leadbetterguitarco.com. So pre-orders are now open on the Gravedigger guitar we're talking about and on the Dopamine.
How many in this batch? Only
20.
20 that
Yeah,
they'll go.
yeah.
They will go.
Yeah, well, the last lot went really quick, and a real lot of them did go straight to the States. And so we kind of expect that to happen this time too. But we'll just make the batch and we'll see what happens.
Bloody little rippers.
And remember too that the Electromatics, the Rabid Dog Relics, they are online right now. Go get them.
See ya.